So I actually do get this question a decent amount of time. What should I do before or in order to start a business? And I think that a lot of entrepreneurs get these early stage steps wrong, right? We jump right into it. I like to use the phrase accidental entrepreneur. Sometimes you just go off on your own, or you start freelancing, or your partner pulls you into a business, and the next minute you have a company on your hands. That actually happens more often than not. And we see a lot of people considering what should go into starting a business, but they skip over all these steps. They just get right into it. And then that's just going to lead to compounding issues going forward, right? So I would like to start with kind of before you form a business, right? Before you go and create your LLC and get your business license, right? Which is a pretty straightforward process. But before you do that, here are some questions for you to consider. Okay. Number one, above all, let's start with why, right? So if I was to ask you, why are you starting this business in the first place? And I'm going to be honest with you. If it's just cash related, if it's just revenue, if it's something surface level, like I want more money or I want that day off, I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. You're not going to have any days off for quite a while, right? So if the answer is, well, I want to make more money and I want more flexibility, that's not going to carry you through at least the first 5 years of entrepreneurship and small business. So number one question to answer is start with why. Why are you starting this company? There's got to be a bigger purpose, i.e. I'm passionate about design and I feel like I can do it better. Or there's a community or a niche or a vertical here that I feel like I could serve far better than the competition. Or I believe in this technology and this service, and it's going to improve my community and the world. Those are purposes that are going to carry you through. I guarantee if it's money or flexibility, it's not going to get you there, right? So number one is why. Then you can start to explore these secondary questions like, okay, is there actual demand for your product or service? That's going to be where most businesses fail, is they think there's a demand, but they have not done their homework, right? They think that there's enough demand based on a couple conversations they've had with friends or family, but then they enter the market, they start their business, they invest all this time, energy, effort, and money, and they realize, oopsie, there's competitors everywhere, right? So number one, start with why. You've got to have a purpose. Number two, do your research, do your homework before you can think about starting a business. Oftentimes, look, it's attractive. Shout out to the book, The E-Myth, right? We have what's called an entrepreneurial seizure. Okay, so let's say I'm a plumber and I plumb the best and do it better than anyone else in my company or the company that I work for. And then obviously A plus B equals C, right? I'm going to now venture off and start my own plumbing company because that's what's going to happen. Right? I'm going to make more money. I want to live a better life. That's what's called the entrepreneurial seizure. I have this entrepreneurial moment. And then guess what? I go out and I start my plumbing company. And oh no, I went from spending 100% of my time plumbing. Now I started a plumbing company and 10% of my time is now plumbing. What's the rest of my time spent doing? Accounting, finance, sales, accounts receivable, accounts payable, HR, hiring, firing, recruiting, marketing, social media. And then all of a sudden, Josh is sitting there, Josh the plumber, shout out Mario coming up. How timely, Super Mario. Josh is sitting there saying, this is what I signed up for. I'm a plumber. I like to plumb. And now I'm sitting here and now I'm an accountant. I'm a finance person. I'm a CFO, a CEO, a COO. A lot of people can't handle that. So I bring that up because sometimes people think that what they want to do is start a business, but oftentimes dig a little bit deeper. Maybe what you're looking for is fulfillment in a different way. Maybe you're looking for a role at a company that is more flexible or gives you more responsibility or more room for growth. Maybe you want to explore a different area of expertise. So don't always jump to entrepreneurship and you start a business. It's a lot different than I think a lot of people think it is. So it's just kind of a word of caution. Obviously, I'm being very hypocritical right now because I went off and did my thing. But even if I could speak to Josh from 6 years ago, I would still give the same advice. I would still say, hey, start with why. Do your homework. It would have saved me years of headaches and hard work and time and energy and money if I would have done those two steps a little bit faster. Now I have those two things. Lucky, that's why we're here now with Big Red Jelly. But to the new entrepreneurs out there, those are going to be the 3 steps. Just to summarize everything one more time, you have to have a why that's bigger than you. It's bigger than revenue. It's bigger than flexibility and the dream life you want to live. You're not going to have a flexible life for at least the first 5 years. I guarantee it, if it's going to be a successful company. So that's number one, start with why. Number two, do your homework, do your research before you have this entrepreneurial seizure. And then number three, really consider, is starting a business or being an entrepreneur, solopreneur, is that really the answer that you're looking for? Because what you're doing is you're going to take that one skill that you think you're amazing at and you're spending 90% of your time doing, and you're going to make that now 10% of your time, and you have to learn all these other skills. Some people love that. They thrive under that. Some people hate it and then they go back, right? So those would be the 3 steps I would do before you go online, go to utah.gov, and then sign up for your LLC and business certificate. Give it a try. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This is going to be part 1 of a series of videos focused on launching a business, running a business, and growing a business. So the next video most likely is going to be focused on the internal brand and processes that you need to have in place in order to accelerate. So tune in. Follow along at the Josh Weber across all platforms. I look forward to it.